Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to program a spare key for a Chevy Cruze, and this simple process should work for years between 2011 to 2014. It is important to have a spare key because if you don't and something happens to the one and only key you do have, you are left with a useless car. I got too excited recently trying to change the computer chip from one shell into another because the rubber buttons were all busted, but I should have programmed a new key first before trying that out. If you want to see how programming a new key is done, you can skip to the listed timestamp, or otherwise you can follow along the process. Programming a new key is easiest while you still have a good key. In my case, after I destroyed the one good key I had, I was being lazy about finding the right shell, and I thought I'd see how much it would cost me to get a new key made. I bought these GM keys off of eBay, which come unprogrammed and with blank keys. I asked the dealership how much the keys were to cut, and the parts guy was straight up with me and told me a flat $20 without tax. When I asked how much it would be to program, he said I would have to talk to service. The guy over at service, I kid you not, was like, "Oh, well, it depends. We need your VPN, maybe like $150 to $180 maybe, and since you're bringing in your own key, we can't really guarantee it'll work." So I ask, if I buy my key from you guys, how much will it be? Bro won't even give me a number. Not that it matters at this point because there's no way I'm paying that range. So I decided to fix the key I destroyed and make a spare. Hence this video. I'm quite glad that I bought two different keys from eBay because I swear they feel different in my hand. One feels heavier and the weight distribution feels better, and the other feels lighter and a bit flimsier. It truly is not a huge difference, it's just personal preference. Someone smart out there is going to point out that it could be the internal components like different lithium batteries, which is true. However, you are wrong because I weighed them without the lithium batteries, but I'm not destroying another key to figure out why they're different right now. We have our good key and our blank key of preference now. Since I got a direct answer for the key cutting, I can look like a normal person going in. Sometimes I analyze what I wear because I don't want to be treated like the Jon Snow of cars and have someone try to take advantage of me. I'm talking to you, Mr. Service Guy. Things you should know for when you have your key cut. You need to know if you've ever had your cylinders changed. For example, if you've had your car broken into before and you had to get your key changed entirely. You must bring proof of ownership of your car. You might also want to call ahead and see how much it will cost you to get your key cut. It probably isn't impossible to get it laser cut somewhere else, but I wanted to test it out at the dealership. Plus, I got there at latest 7:40 in the morning, whereas most places aren't even open yet. The guy at parts was pretty nice, and he asked me if I needed the key programmed. I told him I didn't and that I would figure it out. He confirmed it was pretty easy. Now we have our good key and our unprogrammed, newly cut key. To program it, simply start your car with the good key, and I let it run long enough for the car's operating system to be fully on. Basically long enough for all of the lights to go off, all the dials to settle where they are supposed to be, and for me to want to turn the radio off. Let's call it 5 to 10 seconds. Turn the car off and immediately put in the new key and turn the car back on. You now have a program key you can use as a normal fob and key. Like, comment, and subscribe for more.